This is Estinian's doing, I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. The powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The other scions should arrive before long. He did it. He found the way forward for us. Fuck. The dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war. Yet Estinian knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he's still fighting Alphanod, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here, why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Alize is right. We must press on for their sake. I really don't want everyone to fucking die. I can't. As Y'shtola and Alize said, we must continue. Noticing the change in our surroundings, perhaps this memory of an altogether different world. Twould be prudent to learn more of it then. Tread carefully, lest we lose our footing on the sand. I feel like a kid. I don't want the fucking game to end, though. I don't want it to be over. Were it not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, it would appear as an ordinary stone. A curious script has been etched upon them. Alas, it is no language with which I'm familiar. I cannot recognize it either. Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserved this knowledge in songs and eschewed the written word entirely. So we may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter. Median claimed the dragons would suffer slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like as not, doth wend its way towards similar end. What do you suppose that is over there? I'm not sure. It's hard to make out distance, but the surface seems to bear the same crystals as this monument. Bro, this game gave us so many good memories and lease. It's just like so beautiful that they're like actually becoming the soundtrack. But like it just means that they're all gonna die. It just feels like the journey's over. It's been so good. I just don't want it to end, and I don't want the characters to die. Like, maybe they're not dead though, right? So, well, thank you for the 2,000 bits. You know what's fucked up? Every time that you guys say forge ahead, I think that you guys are saying forehead and making fun of me for going bald. Why? Why now? Give me a break. Scully, thanks, man. Like, man, what the fuck? Give me a break. Meaning there's a chance we may find whoever built them both. We should go have a look. Come on. Another one. I'm going crazy. Yeah. Where am I going? I don't even need Aether currents anymore. We're all gonna be dead. What else are we gonna play? Maybe the Blizzard devs made a story that was so barren of emotion so they wouldn't hurt us like this. Maybe they were trying to protect us. Holy shit. I wonder what that feels like. Stargoo. Hail, travelers. This is a most unexpected occurrence. Wow, dude. I want to touch it. I don't feel good. Crying makes my head hurt. Hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Forgive me. I had forgotten an exchange of introductions is expected. When first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. Whoa. What else can you do? When the vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey our thoughts. and intention. EA, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. EA? Nobody's needed to say that for years. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. Yay, it's literally in the game this time. As for the nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it used to be pronounced Cope Codge. Cope Cod. Copium Cog. Cope Cog. Yes, Cope Cog of EA. Just a cog in a bigger machine. Yo, how's everybody just chilling? All of our friends are dead. And Stoller's just like, oh, this thing's weird. We have encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice. I presume we are having this conversation via a medium of Aether or Dynamis, as this space is suffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive then? What that is, well, for there is something I wish to ask of you. Like yourselves, we EA are Aether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are of comparable biological composition to those we once possessed. Allow me to possess you. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception. Jesus, fuck me in the ass, man. Perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. Why are you guys saying amaranth? Is Amaranth here? No. She's never actually here. In total, I have prepared 198,712,180,827. Funny enough, that's the same amount of shrimps that Amaranth has. That's rather a lot, isn't it? I know, because I'm one of them. My apologies. I've omitted a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporeal vessels long ago, we have rediscovered a need for the flesh. I can think of a few needs right now. Dating a VTuber's tough, brother. And have endeavored to recreate our earnest forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Pokimane, welcome back. Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations once experienced by our people, which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. Really? Miz didn't sub himself? And the reason you need to regain corporeal form? Why? To bring an end to our existence, of course. Okay. Bro, that was intense. Dude, this little Disney fucking character. He looks like he looks like he's the love interest to Wally. Like, so what are you trying to do? Suicide? It's like, Jesus fuck. He's like, why did they make him look all cute? I wish to die forever. Oh my god, man. Though need is perhaps too strong a word, it would simply be a simpler matter to unmake ourselves through use of etheric exsanguinators. But such a death seems inadequate. The first streamer to know what exsanguinate means? Yeah, because your mom exsanguinated my cock. Sorry. Yo, Anonymous, thank you for the 11 gifted subs. Miss Cass, thank you for the 6. Sorry. I'm having a good day. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments. An experience found only with bodies of flesh. Sussy. We should very much like to hear more. Oh my god, look at Graha's tail. Sorry, that really distracted me. I'm like, dude, it's like a really serious moment, and then I just look and he's just like, we should very much like that. Dude, I'm an emotional wreck right now. I have like, I went from like heart-crushing loss to like now just being like manic. I'm like manically laughing at penis jokes. I'm really not handling this game well, dude. Holy fucking shit. I am fucked mentally. We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions that you have best for our ability. So I imagine that we're going to see a different alien race for each of the scions. And each one embodies like the opposite end of the passion which identifies that scion's soul. Then the scion basically gets sacrificed to that alien and then gets added into the soundtrack and becomes a pure expression of their soul's dynamis. And then from there, I don't know how we kill Median. I think I'm gonna throw up. Yo, Miskiff, I threw up. We should much like to hear more of your plans. Oh my god, is Stola dying now? Oh my god, Stola's gonna die now. Oh my god. I can't handle this. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Very well. To ensure efficacious exchange, I hereby invite you to our home. Yes, the abode of EA, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. EA. I presume your consent to answer questions. Okay, it's definitely EA, not Blizzard. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of a tacit approval of our plans, in which your cooperation is greatly appreciated. EA. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the EA wandering the desert. Their desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous, irresponsible microtransactions in the form of loot boxes in a Star Wars game. Now, if you would follow me. Okay. This guy seems fine. This is going rather smoothly. Not that I'm complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget our aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all they've created. Oops. Time to uninstall. At any rate, we will find no answers dallying here. Let us be on our way. Stoll has chosen sacrifice quite a few times. Okay, let's, what did I want to do? To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever. 'Tis perilous path you walk, death lurks in the dark. And the soul... Okay, it's already uwu-fied. We've lost our chance. To live is to suffer. Ooh, you little caterpillars? Are they gonna turn into beautiful butterflies? I'm a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. Boys and fuck. My brain is a wreck today. My brain is an actual fucking wreck. Like when I randomly start pulling out quotes from Bug's Life, that's when you know I'm destroyed mentally. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers, you will find, remain idle in their domiciles. Though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course... Dude, he's talking like a Twitch chatter who has a point to prove. Yo, Mortaron, thank you very much for that gifted sub. Well... I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline constructs hanging from the stone structures there. Yeah, I was just asking about those. You say they remain idle, but what if your work to regain corporeal bodies? An astute question, and understandable given the finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If in our idleness we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in a mobile state, rest assured they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of the crystalline domiciles to communicate. Cometh on the slam and welcometh ye to thine jam. Thank you, Squashy Pants. That hurt and did not help, but thanks. What you doing in there? You cast your thoughts towards the crystalline domicile, but there is no response. Mom, get out of my room! The door's locked for a reason! Get out of my crystalline domicile, Mom! Stupid bitch, you don't understand me! You wish to speak? Very well, pray a moment if you will. It's not a phase. I love my crystalline domicile. Did your inquiries yield satisfactory responses? Da. I see. If they fail to answer, then it is likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. They are not but concentrated Aether now. Worry not. There are no others who have need of those lodgings, and they will not prove a hindrance to remain as they are. But more importantly, You said some few did answer your request for an audience, yes? I imagine they will be with us ere long. Yo, Scrollbach, thank you very much for the Prime. Fuck, I thought that was my back pedal button. There we go. Dude, I wanted to trigger people with a back pedal, and I just went like this. I had no luck. But everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few EA have awakened. Ram, thank you for 5 months. Ah, there they are. EA, EA, EA. It's in the quest. EA's woke now. May I introduce you to the Lalaka Dudeka. Yo. It has been too long. Copium. I'm not gonna read the last one. I couldn't figure it out. I dare say Saturn 4 has since completed an orbit. Yeah, that name was just too long. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. Indeed, until the travelers brought it to my attention. Until the travelers brought it to my attention. You know what? I'm just not gonna say any of their names from now on. All right. I'm just not gonna say any of them. I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Travelers, of course. The ones who wished to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is as plain to see as the neighboring systems, but my single account would fail to satisfy the requirement for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Fucked up, Graha. Couldn't be me. Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms and divergence they afford, mayhaps such similarity in the voice is unavoidable. By the way, Copium Cog, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers? That which one is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form? Yes. So long has it been. It had completely escaped my mind, and still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Don't do it. Perhaps we can search the archives for an answer. Come, now. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you can recall that much. God, those fingers. Of course, food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of such flesh, such as they must regularly replenish their Aether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right. That's right. We duly invite you to join us at the communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. If we have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline. Excellent! If you would care to follow, we shall feast you on the purest Aether. Aether feast? One second. Aether feast sounds kind of good. Let me see one there. Mm. My tummy hurts. Dude, I feel like I did not get as far in the story so far as I thought I would have. I feel like there's probably still a lot left. This facility is where we replenish our ether. There is no particular name for it, but we traditionalists sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you would take your place with your comrades, the space will soon be awash with the purest aether. Please absorb as much as you would like. I don't take food from strangers. I don't care what planet I'm on. You brace yourself again, but nothing seems to happen. Just as I had suspected, as meticulously as one might recreate EA's home world, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like phantoms of the recreated Amarut. Oh. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. Oh God, Ishtola about to die. So basically, every time one of the characters has a meaningful conversation with an alien memory, they're the ones that die. This was Thancred. True. My heart, man. It's okay, she had 7 lives. Yeah, she lived 7 good lives. I guess Stola, you know, she at least has that. Oh, God. So, did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency in our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask you... Or may I ask how you normally replenish your ether? Oh, well. Through your mouths, you say? How very primitive and quaint! To think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but to draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Burgers. Though we regrettably could not partake in your magnificent feast, rest assured that we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with these sophisticated ways, however, we could not fail but wonder, wherefore? Guys, what day is it of the week? We cannot help but wonder wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh and thence vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? It's Friday? Your flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well. We shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the EA yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangible, such as land, to the intangible, such as labor, there exists a myriad of hindrances to progress. But the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see. Too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. Furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. We just said their life was mid. But we managed to solve that problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations, until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all, the limit of knowledge. That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena, and thence predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believed that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find the answers you sought? Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conservation. If you would learn more, we shall share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. Keep us as Gilgamesh in the field. They are possessed of corporeal forms, their lives readily ended. As those who have gone before, it is not our duty to warn them? What thinkest thou? Thank you, Rishi. We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode, a place called Elegia. Someone's about to die. A fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led to such an enlightened people to this indolent end. Where knowledge leads. Ere we join EA, there's one trifling matter. I would fain investigate. Rich, Graha, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode, if you would kindly follow me. I know not what mischief you are plotting, Ariage, but I trust you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elegia, lest you worry. We won't start without you. Dude, this is brutal, man. This is actually brutal. I'm stressed as fuck. And I'm like, this is like one of the most stressful games to play. Like the end of it, like when you just know it, like I know what's coming. There's nothing good coming. Hey, this place shall serve. Yo, Jacobs, thank you very much for the 6 months. Is it the spring that you wish to investigate? Pray, forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. 'Twas but a pretense to speak in private. You have our undivided attention. You lied to us again? Dude, give him a break. It's been a long couple days for all of us. As we have established, here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise to my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose this is possible? Median has taken their hearts onto herself. Median made contact with them while they still lived. Median has taken their hearts onto herself? Or she's using our friend's energy to make the next one. I'm inclined to agree. If Median can take the emotions of others as her own, I dare say she would be able to recreate them more faithfully than had she relied on any historical account. By which logic, she must have visited them while they still lived. The dragons and the EA both. So too did I theorize, and upon the assumption consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Median perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own. A heightened sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as an enteleki. In the course of her starfaring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired a cessation of their existence, she would be powerless before that desire. Even as she possesses the power to grant it, the power of dynamis. Okay, that, yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, nice creation there, Hermes. Kovaru, thank you very much for the 8 months. Maine, thank you very much for the 4 months. Elena, thank you very much for the 4 months. Jcabs, thank you again for the 6 months. Everybody, thank you for the Twitch Primes. Thank you for the Tier 1 subs. Thank you for all the gifted subs. Thank you, guys. Median did unleash Dynamis and ushered the dragons and the EA onto her doom. Hermes created a sentient pain barometer with an artificial intelligence. Hermes did nothing wrong? Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. He literally made... Here's the thing that Hermes did wrong. He didn't do anything wrong with wanting to ask questions and wanting to look to the stars and see what was up there. But to probe the stars with a sentient telescope that feels pain, like literally making it an empathetic telescope that goes up just to be tortured, that he kept secret from all of his peers, was probably probably a boo-boo. Yo, the Flores, thank you very much for 7 months. Like, he probably shouldn't have made her the most sensitive, empathetic life form on the planet while sending her into an unknown sea of emotions. She was so cool. If he just didn't send her to space. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desires for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourselves this. In the place where you stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Never again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades. In bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to my words. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favor, and abide in faith as I fulfill mine own destiny. If you say my debt has come due, how am I to refuse? "'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet, even if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I have found within. The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? After all we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must to see your conviction through. I shall, my friend. I shall. Without further ado, let us rejoin our comrades. Playing this game is like eating spicy food. It hurts. But you keep going. I don't know if I want to let the game kick me in the face anymore. I literally know that this scene is going to be so bad. Like, I'm having, like, I can literally see, dude, you know how I know it's bad? View count just, like, went up by, like, 1,000. Oh, fuck, I don't want to do it. You sick fucks. Like, I get, like, genuine anxiety, man. I get, every time the view count goes up like that, I'm like, oh, fuck, no. They've come to watch my pain. Let's be off to Elegia. Okay, maybe I was wrong. That part of the quest was not bad at all. I thought that clicking that, I thought the worst shit was gonna happen when I clicked that. He was just like, hey, let's go. Alright. I was so nervous to click that. Oh, what a happy quest. Oh my god, I really did it. You're not alone? Yeah, I love when you guys dress up like a group of creatures which want to end their very existence. You're not alone. All life will be undone. Fuck, man. It seems like everybody's counted for. Shall I die then? I already know that she's the one.
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
Okay, a little bit condescending, Mr. Higher Life Form.
We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world.
It sounds like Destiny and Hassan talking to each other in a debate.
We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
She got them too.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
Stop doing that. I hate it.
The universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated.
Big Bang Theory? You come over from Summit Stream? It's called the Big Bang Theory, champ.
Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age. In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it. Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators. Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
I think I'm gonna go jerk off now. Probably to you.
So that's your story.
Oh no, she's gonna die.
While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it.
She's not gonna die, she's gonna turn into a pure expression of Dynamis.
Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the Aether.
Aya?
But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught. but I will live as I always have.
By dying. Why you gotta do it again? Why you gotta do it again? Oh God, you do this every single fucking expansion. Why do I still care about you?
I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you, and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it.
They're not dead. They literally say, "Hey, I'm not dying. I'm not dying." But I can't wait for Ishtola's new mixtape to drop. Yo, yo, you hear that new Ishtola? Finally dropped.
Azim's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
That's like when you go like, "Hey, don't look at my phone." Of course I'm gonna look now. What's on there? It's like, "Hey, don't dabble in this forbidden magic you didn't know about." Okay. Yeah. Keep going. See you later. What are you gonna do? Stop me with your body? Have fun, Dynamis girl. See you later. We're bringing him back. Don't worry.
You shall join me.
No, 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 no.
Refuge is not required. Thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Riange.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret.
Oh, no.
In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality.
Take the cat girl, but not him.
Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
I do like that he hit us with the Yu-Gi-Oh quote. That was good.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
Bro, if Medion was playing Halo right now, it would be like Mount Kilimanjaro.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled?
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Thanks.
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born.
At least she's happy. She seems happy. Like, just don't be born, forehead.
This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Aetheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun.
That's a soul son?
Attain it if you can. Before your friend's emotions fade away.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
Along with their protection.
It's like when they break the Philosopher's Stone in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. We're gonna send all the souls back to existence. Everything's gonna be fine. Even if we don't necessarily free our friends. Like, if they're not reborn as themselves, or if they get back to their bodies, they're gonna all be reborn eventually. And everybody's gonna live happily ever after. And then eventually they'll suffer again. And over a long enough timeline, another person will be named Hermes and make a bird girl that'll do this all again. And then everybody will get sucked up into an egg again. And then somebody who's like me will save them all again. Time is a flat circle. Thank you, 90s money. Not too bad. Just two of my favorite characters died, so that was fine. Nah. I feel so relaxed and safe.
Coast Guard
that's
pissed.
A real man.
The Coast Guard pissed.
Here, man.
Coast Guard
what
pissed.
A real man.
Coast Guard
Reel
pissed.
me in, man.
Coast Guard
I
pissed.
wish I was the
Coast
guy
Guard
on your
pissed.
line.
Coast Guard
but
pissed.
instead, I just
Coast Guard
motherfucking
pissed.
cry. Alone at night, wish I could be your little spoon.